Zumiez rise from a single skate shop in the late 1970s to a leading specialty retailer with over 700 stores worldwide is a testament to the power of truly understanding your target audience. As a brand built on skate and snowboard culture, Zumiez tapped into a passionate community and created an authentic brand that resonates. For a new brand today trying to connect with an audience, Zumiez provides the blueprint. You must intimately understand the demographic as well as the psychographic attitudes, motivations, and lifestyles of not just who your customers are now, but who you want them to be in the future as well. While it may feel restrictive to define an audience too narrowly early on, a focused approach is exactly what enables Zumiez to embed itself into the action sports community. Rather than rely on traditional branding wisdom, new brands need to uncover what makes their particular audience tick in this new era and today, which is the digital world for those who are confused. So for this world, what are their pain points and desires? What gets them excited to spend time and money? The answer should directly inform branding, positioning, voice, visual identity, and community building strategy. In 1978, two skateboarders spotted a gap in the market for a shop catering to local skateboarders. Most retailers look down on skaters as reckless problem makers, rather than understanding their need for specialty equipment, apparel, and accessories. Not only were Tom Campion and Gary Hackinson good skaters themselves, they tapped into a grassroots movement that would drive the initial success of their first skate shop at Northgate Mall in Seattle. Even the shop's name reflected the mindset shift that placed skateboarding into a new lens, focusing on creativity and talent of skaters rather than the perception of reckless rebellion amongst mainstream America. As the shop added new locations in nearby malls through Washington State, they cemented themselves as a destination for skateboard gear you couldn't find anywhere else. Their inventory focused mostly on innovative boards, latest shoe styles, and the clothing essentials to emulate pro skaters of their time. They also leaned into events and demos that align with local skate communities. The brand nurtured the very lifestyle its products enabled. Even as the business grew into a regional chain rebranded as Zumiez, that community-driven ethos formed the DNA that still drives the company today. Not only were they serving an underappreciated community, but they also tapped into the bleeding edge of what will drive global youth culture for the next 40 years. Much more than selling the latest gear, Zumiez steered an entire lifestyle that today stretches well beyond skateboard to consume music, art, and fashion worldwide. They didn't mold themselves to mainstream perceptions. Zumiez celebrated the very attributes and interests mainstream brands left untapped, and a whole generation of customers responded with appreciation. For my small people out there with personal brands and people who might look into start a business or service, tap into underserved interests and community driven by passion more than demographics. It's possible that you can grow into the role of a curator and cultivator of thriving lifestyles that captivate customers. An example that I want you guys to take away from this brand is the power of their lifestyle branding. Today, Zumiez sits as a lucrative intersection where commerce collides with community. What began as serving a local community of skaters in the Pacific Northwest has blossomed an entire youth cultural ecosystem. Much of their success lies in a retail strategy many overlook, which in a nutshell was lifestyle branding. Zumiez extends well past simply pushing products out to transactions through stores and websites. For all my up-and-coming entrepreneurs out there, or even those that are already in the entrepreneurial mode, North Studios is a small team that consists of designers and editors, and if you guys need a website for your e-commerce shop or store, please email me, or you can look down in the description and you will see our website where you can actually contact us as well. But if you guys need an e-commerce website to be designed or even redesigned, contact us. It immerses itself into the action sports world that still pulses through its brand DNA today. From skateboarding to snowboarding, surfing to motocross, and much more. Zumiez understands the adrenaline-fueled mindsets driving enthusiasts in these sports forward. It celebrates not just what they were, but how they live for their next adventure as well. Yet, even as a global brand today, Zumiez stays true to its hometown Seattle roots through community events that support their very culture the company grew out of. The Zumiez Best Foot Forward series features teams of amateur skaters at events promoting young talent. Through it all, this brand retains that hometown shop feeling even as it operates over 700 stores globally. Staffs educate customers, creating a welcoming environment and position the brand in many communities as the definitive source into the action sports lifestyle. Far beyond just selling apparel and accessories, Zumiez fosters the very customer community that connects to the brand in a powerfully emotional and very exciting way. This lifestyle branding retains and amplifies the ethos of a skater Tom tapped into way back in 1978. Elevate your brand from just selling products to enabling and championing entire lifestyle customers passionately embrace as their identity. It has to be organic. Core to lifestyle branding is understanding your niche inside and out. While many brands may seem a narrow target demographic as too limiting, Zumiez understood the power of harnessing an underserved yet passionately engaged community. They focused squarely on serving skateboarders when few retailers even gave them the time of day. As that lifestyle grew more mainstream over time, Zumiez expanded alongside it. But even today, understanding the psyche of the modern action sports fan pulses through everything Zumiez does. They intimately understand customer priorities and budgets to deliver exactly what the niche seeks. Far beyond just selling skate decks or snowboard bindings, customers flock to Zumiez as their launch point into new gear enable ever greater adventures and self-expressions through their sports. That mentality now extends beyond participants in the wider youth culture. Teens and young adults may not skate or snowboard themselves, but still connect with the music, art, fashion, and ethos steering these lifestyles. Through exclusive events and deep ties fostering skate, surf, and snow communities in the areas it serves, Zumiez enjoys a credibility few retailers can match. Customer view store staffs as guides into new gear and fashion rather than just mere cashiers. The very environment cultivates a sense of community rooted in the excitement of action sport and youth culture more broadly. The brand retains an authentic advocacy that builds powerful emotion bonds and loyalty with customers across channels. While the target demographic grew over the last 40 years, the brand stays true to serving youth and young adult niche too often overlooked and undervalued in society. Because they might say, they might not have too much money or they might have to get money from their parents. But that customer passion and loyalty delivers huge upside for brands that harness it. The same holds true today for any digital brand seeking to make its mark. Determine that ideal tight audience with an emotional or functional need unfulfilled. Understand their truths more than assume stereotypes. Then position your brand squarely in service of their lifestyle through authentic advocacy. Action sports prove so much more than passing fad for Zumiez to capitalize on. It steers a way of life that still pulses through bedrooms, streets, and slopes worldwide today. So let me ask you a question. The community that you guys are tapping into for your service or business, what are they equally passionate about? What are some activities that they do? And what are some interests or purpose your brand can attribute towards it? Immerse your brand completely into the lifestyles and mindsets of an underserved niche audience. While Zumiez certainly delivers shared excitement through physical retail spaces, that sense of community now extends powerfully into digital environments as well. Through exclusive video content and social media engagement, Zumiez gives fans behind the scenes access to top skaters, snowboarders, and surfers repped by the brand. The website aims to inform and educate around gear as much as sell products through an integrated blog and media presence. User-generated content, which ensures UGC and branded hashtags, rally followers to share their own adventures centered around action sports and youth culture. This promotes a sense of brand affiliation and community even when not shopping in physical stores. Employing over 100 brand ambassadors across channels, Zumiez taps into influencer marketing to authentically connect with target audience through voices and faces they trust. Both pro athletes and micro influencers showcase gears in real-world settings while rallying audiences to get involved. And the success of this digital community engagement shows through the numbers. Over 1 million Instagram followers, 1.4 million Facebook followers, and over 55,000 YouTube subscribers as well. All integrated communities that feel part of the Zumiez brand experience versus merely customers. The same principles now applies for digital-first brands engaging in niche groups through social channels instead of physical retail spaces. Consumers are not stupid, like what I always say. They seek more connection and purpose from brands rather than just more promotions into purchases. Develop video content that gives insider access into relevant worlds you support rather than only pushing your product. Some lessons that all brands can learn from Zumiez are: while not every company today sells skateboards and snowboard boots like Zumiez, the journey, strategies, and ethos that drove this brand from a single shop to over 700 global storefronts applies to brands of all types. By celebrating an underserved community driven more by lifestyle interests than demographics, this brand tapped into an audience often overlooked yet widely passionate. While Zumiez could have grown complacent as it expanded, it stays true to serving its niche rather than chasing mass market appeal. Business decisions focus on supporting the youth culture in key communities that birthed the brand even as it now operates globally inside this world today. Have you stepped into a Zumiez location or engaged with them digitally? If so, what even made you make a purchase if you're not even a loyal customer? Share your experiences with the Zumiez retail experience in the comments down below. We want to hear what you guys love about the video. If you have any room for improvement, please, by all means, let me know as well. If you enjoyed this brand origin deep dive into an iconic action sports pioneering role ahead of the pack, please smash that like button. Also, make sure to subscribe so you never miss another story behind your favorite brand, or let's say culture making an impact. Alright, y'all, this is North Studios. Until next time, I'm out.